Remember, no rushing. Welcome back to another episode of What You Missed News, the vegan news show that recaps what happened this week that might be important to the video game industry and possibly to you. We got a Modern Warfare 2 reference, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a Modern Warfare 2 story coming up that you won't want to miss. But before I jump into that, I would like to give a big shout out to, once again, Super Geek Box. Hey, man, they send me really great stuff. They gave me a link to give you guys. If you want to check into the Super Geek Box, they continue to support this show. They continue to support my channel, and they have been for years. So a big thank you and a big shout out to them. If you see some of the stuff I wear on here and you say to yourself, man, I'd like to have some of that stuff, or maybe you would like to just get a surprise each month. Hey, it don't have to be Christmas if you're signed up with the Super Geek Box, because you open the box and you never really know what you're going to get, other than some really cool stuff. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Super Geek Box. If you're interested, take the link in the description below. It's a really nice thing to get each month. Now, with that, I suppose we should jump into that Modern Warfare 2 news, and I'm dressed for the occasion. We got the army stylings here, well, as much as I can make it without impersonating a soldier. I once was a soldier, am not anymore. Now I'm your host, so I'll host the news. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, no multiplayer release for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Wait a minute, hang on a second. No multiplayer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. What? You might be saying to yourself, that's pretty crazy. So, Infinity Ward has not confirmed any of this. This is just a leak. But the leak is stating that the price, the asking price and the price point for this is going to be around $25, which begs the question, why would a game that would be a Call of Duty be priced so low? Now, the person who leaked this is called Charlie Intel, and it's an enthusiast site. It's a website for enthusiasts, I guess. Alright, whatever, man. Anyways, they basically are saying that it's not being developed by the people who did the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster, which is Raven Software. Not responsible for the remake here. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, not working on it. So that means the people who are behind the original remaster aren't working on this either. So they're saying that the reason and the likelihood of this being true is pretty high due to the simple fact that they don't want to fragment the player base for Modern Warfare, for first-person shooter series, due to all of the competition, but mainly from themselves. So, later this year, we're likely going to have Black Ops 4 having a very large multiplayer following. We already have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, okay? Well, hey, you can say what you want about the game. I think it's a pretty good game, but a lot of people don't like it. And then you have Call of Duty 4 Remaster multiplayer going at the same time. Now, counting all of those, you also have Battlefield 1, you have Fortnite, which is kind of a different game, but it's still a shooter, it still takes that piece of the pie, and you have PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, along with Halo, and other shooter games that are out right now that people just choose to play. Now, there's so much competition in the marketplace, I do find this to be a likely result. $25 would seem like a fitting price for a game without multiplayer, but we'll have to see if it's actually going to come out with or without multiplayer. I really don't see it coming out with multiplayer being priced at $25. I can see a Call of Duty 1 and 2 bundle and them piggybacking off of the original Call of Duty remaster that we're going to get here. I say Call of Duty 1, but it's really just Modern Warfare 1. And that's what I can see happening. Will it actually happen? I don't know. It's very unfortunate. I think it's incredibly stupid, but from a business standpoint, I guess I can understand it. At the end of the day, will we ever have a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remaster multiplayer? Yeah, absolutely. Someday, they'll probably make it. Will it be this year? Maybe not. So Rare discusses Sea of Thieves launch issues. There's not much to the story. If you got Sea of Thieves and you're having problems launching your game and messing with your game, you might want to check into this video. They put up a big video talking about it, developer update, and stuff like that. But speaking of pirates and Sea of Thieves, RuneScape's 13-year pirate quest is coming to an end, which is Really, really cool. The long and the short of this story is that there is a quest that's been going on since 2005 called Pieces of Hate. It's a long-running MMO quest for the greatest MMO game ever created, which would be Runescape. Now, this game had tons of quests edited in by several different developers who try to one-up each other over and over again, and it's concluding. It's really, really cool, but I do think that the timing has something to do with Sea of Thieves. Nonetheless, if you're a big RuneScape fan, you might want to check into this, and you might get a kick out of it. You might want to jump into the quest while you still can, or hey, you might want to buy RuneScape and try it out yourself, so there you go. Ark Survival Evolved was announced to be coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. We already knew that it was coming to mobile phones, but it's also coming to the Nintendo Switch. Not a lot of people like Ark Survived. There's a big base that do enjoy it. There's also a big base that fights against it for being early access and stuff like that, and that causes issues and problems. Either way you slice it, it's good for the Nintendo Switch to get more games and more support, even if it's from independent developers and not so much AAA, but I think Nintendo Switch is doing very well for itself. So this is just another notch on its belt. Also, speaking of the Nintendo Switch, we have the Switch Joy-Con getting a D-pad from Hori. Now, this is Japanese only, but we are likely going to see it localized in Western releases as well, so that's going to be really, really cool. According to 4Gamer, it is priced at around $25.36, which it likely would come out at $24.99 or $30, but there is some drawbacks to this. If you do get this, the problem is that it doesn't feature acceleration, gyro sensors, or vibration features. So it's really just all about playing some classic games with that D-pad. Hopefully the Virtual Console will come out and support D-pad very, very well, making this a compelling buy. Hey, surprise! Zelda won the Game of the Year at the Game Developers Choice Awards. So this isn't shocking. It won Game of the Year, but it also won the Best Audio, and it also won the Best Design. So that's pretty cool. I find it interesting that it didn't win the Best Narrative, because Zelda is very, very story-driven, and it didn't win Best Art either, but that's not really a surprise because Cuphead won that. It does look very nice, but again, yeah. And it didn't win the Audience Award, which was won by Nier Automata. If I said that wrong, I'm very sorry. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that Zelda could qualify for, and I do think Zelda Breath of the Wild is a great game, but I don't like it at all. Like, man, it's a great game, but it's a game I don't like at all. If you guys would like me to make a very in-depth video about why I dislike Zelda Breath of the Wild so much, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do that for you. But other than that, there's not much else to say. It's a great game, there's no questioning that, and it's still getting awards, even so long afterwards. So EA has finally decided to unlock every hero in Star Wars Battlefront 2. One battle has been won. One victory. Small victories, ladies and gentlemen. Don't play this down. It's important. There's a new update that overhauls the game's loot box progression system, and what they have said is that they will be allowing players to unlock every single hero. Players logging into the game will have to first download a patch before having access to every hero and their ships, and it unlocks every ability, granting Star Card in single-player arcade mode, which allows players a chance to experiment with the characters' loadouts. This is likely in an attempt to motivate players to spend more on the upgrading process rather than trying to buy the heroes or spend time to unlock the heroes. They gave the excuse that they didn't want individuals to feel like that they were being limited, and they didn't want to limit anyone's chance to progress with the characters and interact with the characters themselves. Well, that's a great excuse, but why didn't you do this day one if that's really how you felt? Things have changed. There's no questioning that, and I'm going to give EA a big pat on the back for their efforts for fixing this, because it really is important. At the end of the day, this was a small victory because of you, because of me, and because of all those people who said, enough with the loot boxes, enough locking away content That should absolutely be free when you're publishing a game at $60. And if you buy the deluxe editions, collector's editions, $70, $80, $90, $100, season pass, $120, $130, you know? More DLC down the road. You end up spending $150, $200 on a game filled with microtransactions. And you didn't even spend a penny on microtransactions yet. So, you know, we don't want to do that stuff. And that's why this game got so much pushback from just completely and outright trying to milk the player base. Again, at the end of the day, I commend EA for doing what they're doing. I don't think they're doing this because of Disney. I think what's been done is done. If they lost the contract to Star Wars, they lost the contract to Star Wars. But I do think it's really nice that eventually they did try to fix their mistake. Even if it's misguided, even if it's an attempt to manipulate the players to do something else, at the very least, they let people have all the heroes. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host of this episode of What You Missed News. I'm going to be signing out. I think I'm going to go ahead and unlock every hero in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let's see if I can get a used copy for extremely cheap. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Let me know if you really enjoyed this episode by liking and sharing this video. If you didn't like it and you hate my outfit, leave me a dislike and let me know why. And other than that, I guess that's my cue to leave. So, as always, good gaming, God bless, and once again, thank you for taking the time out to watch this video.